The scream still echoes in my head. Not mine, his. My son, clutching his face, tears streaking down his cheeks, gasping for air as the chemical stung him. And my sister, smiling, her manicured hand still in the air, the perfume bottle dripping. Mom laughed. "If he's blind now," she said, "maybe he won't see he's a burden too." Dad, leaning on the doorway, added, "Well, at least he smells better now." The room went still, except for my boys' whimpers. I wanted to break them, split their smug faces into pieces, but I didn't move, not yet. I used to think family was unbreakable. We grew up in the same cramped house, sharing cheap meals and hand-me-down sweaters. My sister and I had whispered in the dark about dreams bigger than our walls. When I had my son, alone, after his father vanished, she was the first to hold him. She promised she'd protect him like my own. It didn't last. Promises rarely do in my family. The change was slow, snide remarks disguised as jokes, a hand that accidentally pushed his plate away at dinner, perfume bottles always lying open on counters where he played. I told myself I was imagining it, that she wouldn't, couldn't, until today, until I watched her aim for his eyes. I didn't cry, didn't shout. I washed his face, held him close, and told him it would be okay. In my head, though, I was already drawing the map. Every move, every consequence. I knew their weaknesses. Mom's dependence on her monthly disability deposit. Dad's addiction to gambling. My sister's debt to a man whose smile meant broken teeth if you were late. I had three things: time, proof, and patience. Step one was silent. I bought a small camera, hid it in the bookshelf facing the living room. 2 weeks later, I had everything. Mom mocking his stutter, Dad shoving him out of the way, my sister accidentally knocking him into a table. Step 2, leverage. I printed the footage, slipped copies into unmarked envelopes. One went to Dad's loan shark, one to Mom's caseworker, one to my sister's employer. Step 3, precision. I opened a new bank account, quietly funneled the rent payments they owed me, months of "we'll pay you back," into it, changed the locks while they were out. That night they came home to find their clothes in trash bags on the porch. They called, they screamed. Mom threatened to call the police for stealing from your own blood. I told her I'd be happy to meet them at the station, with my footage in hand. 2 days later, I heard from the caseworker. Mom's benefits? Frozen, pending investigation. The loan shark visited Dad personally. My sister lost her job. They didn't connect the dots, not at first. They thought life had just turned on them. It wasn't until the letter arrived that the truth began to dawn. It was a court summons, a custody hearing, filed by me against them. They laughed when they read it, I'm sure. They thought I was accusing them of something I couldn't prove. Then they walked into that courtroom. Then they saw the video. The still frames of my son's swollen eyes. The audio of their laughter. The freeze frame of my sister mid-spray, grinning like a child with a stolen candy bar. They didn't laugh after that. The judge's voice was calm, almost bored. No contact, no visitation rights. Just like that, they were cut off. I walked out with my boy's hand in mine. They stayed behind, arguing with the bailiff, their voices breaking. Revenge isn't about rage. It's about control. It's about letting them watch as every comfort, every shield, every lie they hide behind is peeled away, slowly, deliberately, until all that's left is the truth they can't outrun. Now they know what it's like to be powerless. Now they know the weight of being unwanted. And I sleep just fine. Because justice doesn't always wear a badge. Sometimes it wears a mother's smile.